obviously the one true God and not some ball or the moon temple bitch shit, would say that when it costs me, God's son, it costs you more and your descendants more. So as you hit the scripture from me, where it's in Psalms, where King David, I believe, or whoever wrote the Psalm, says he accepts the rebuke of a righteous man and being struck. Okay. So ultimately that's going to cost you. Make no mistake, regardless of what I say, what you're doing is going to cost you so dearly. There's no words for it. You know, my anger might very well get to the point where I will resurrect you just to see you suffer. I don't know for sure, but one thing I do know is it's going to cost you. It's kind of like I go out into a battle. I can't say for sure how I'm going to go out into this battle and outmaneuver this guy and kill him. The opportunity will present itself naturally and supernaturally, and I will kill him. And so it will be with you and your descendants. You knew to obey. Being nice is not the same as being righteous. God demands obedience. He doesn't think it's cute that you act like bitches. Your little toilet eventually will come out of your toilet, your little world, and you will be in my grasp. You have fallen into the snare, into the trap that you have set for yourself. Proverbs 1, I suggest you read it carefully, talks about ill-gotten gains. Psalms 144, Psalms 141 prove my point as well. Psalm and palm. Where are the palm tree people, so to speak? Where did they get the palm oil and the palm wine? You've all known for a long time, Eze and Ezekiel. You've all known. Other Ebos cannot vindicate you. No prince can vindicate you. Only God can. And I am chosen by God to exact justice, whether I am in the spirit or drugged. What my truest desires are one with God. It's just like now when I say, hey, you know what? I'm wearing a white gi. Just because I'm not in the spirit of God doesn't mean I can't reason and say he's wearing a white gi. I'm not gay, but I'm wearing a white gi. Why? Because you people chose treachery. You did not give me a fair shake. No people gave me a fair shake, but I tell you the truth, they who benefit the most from this treachery, they who have the most attractive women, are like people who have plundered Jerusalem when God told them specifically not to, and they have taken out the princesses. There is no excuse for that kind of treachery. You will have a reckoning. Some of you will mock and pretend, hey, it's all good. Nothing is going to happen. Okay, he talks a lot, right? These guys like to flap their gums. You're little boys that never grew up. What do you know? You couldn't even man up enough to do the right thing. You led your children down the pedophile path. Your opinion does not matter. Your insults mean nothing. You are like an archer with no arrows. Nothing. You're shooting blanks. It is the spirit. It is the only thing that penetrates. Was there some rich spoiled brat that prevented God from making the world? Or was it a rich spoiled brat that made the sun? Who formed the skies, the sun? Who formed the earth? Who allowed my grandfather to inherit the spirit of God and to form the top martial artist when the other children were not doing the right thing? When they raised children who were not doing the right thing? Who raised the one that was? You are like spoiled brats, Israel. My heart might yearn to gather you together and to get you to do the right thing, but you're spoiled brats. You tell each other stupid shit like now's not the time. Is it your call? Are you the one God chose? Or is it my call? That is your mistake. The more you mock me with the time thing, the more you are cursed and all those who say these things. Do I need to say that for you to know it's true? Do I need to say that raping a princess is wrong? Do I need to say that tricking attractive women into bed when you're a beta fraternity coward is wrong? Were you the one who brought up the sun? God raised the sun. God raised me. And I tell you the truth, since I will not raise a son, God will not know you, any of you. You will be sealed. You will act like bitches. You will use technology. You will drink sugary drinks and use drugs. You will be very cowardly, very smurfette, Airway Jetson bitch. You will act like sniveling Romans, homosexual Greeks. You will act like sniveling Spartans, plugging each other in the butt while they're wrestling, giving each other weird smiles while they're wrestling. You act like Pan, a little boy that never grew up. You act like stupid chicks who prefer little boys that never grew up. Wayward harlots, cowardly, despicable harlots. You all prostitute yourself like little girls raised in Oakland, whose family has forsaken them. They were also fools who thought that you shouldn't have an abortion when you can, in a world where you can't secure a decent future for your children. They were also fools like many of you who think that abortion is wrong. I tell you the truth. They were better off aborting that child than giving this child over to the devil to be prostituted on the streets like a common slut. I tell you the truth. God understands her struggle. And she is closer to God, even though she's outside the divine order, than any rich corporate person. The little girl in the ghetto prostituting herself is above every rich Jew, every rich white person, every rich Asian, every rich person on the planet put together. God is the God of the oppressed. God is the God of the people you abuse, not your God. Your God has left you to be prey of the top martial artist. It made you too blind to know better. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Not complicity with these cowards, not being a corporate pet. Even if you knew for sure you were going to die on the way to me, and you had to crawl through the desert backwards, you should do it with a smile on your face indeed. There is no excuse for your kind of cowardice, none. Women were put in the lion's den, according to your own stories. True or false, what does it matter? These are stories you grew up with. They should have inspired you. Instead, you are afraid of betas in the National Security Agency. You are afraid of Bill Gates and them, sniveling little worms. I tell you the truth, if anyone around him had any heart at all, he would be dead already, done, killed. He fears bad news. I don't. You can kill my whole family. Okay, it's just going to come back to you. It's like you're beating up their clothes. Eventually, you will come to me, and you will fucking suffer. Like the flesh knows nothing near the flesh. I will find you. You will suffer. I will remember every one of you.